Hello and welcome to the Global International Scholars Program Masterclass. I'm your consultant, Bob Mueti. And in today's lesson, I'm going to walk you through the application requirements for undergraduate programs. Okay, in today's lesson, I'm going to walk you through the application requirements for undergraduate programs. Now, if you're coming to the US as an undergrad, you're going to require a few things as far as the application for undergraduate is concerned. Okay. Now, you will need to complete an application, all right, using most universities, they have online portal where you can complete your application. So once you've shortlisted your schools, okay, go to that school's website and check how the application needs to be done. Okay, if they need you to send application by mail, okay, you can download a form and then send it by mail, but that one would be a little bit slow. So you can do that, but most schools, they require you to do it online, okay? But they still have options for you to complete and send by mail, okay? So it's all up to you, but I would advise you to do it online. That's the easiest way to do it, okay? We are in 2019, right? So there's no point of, doing things the longer way, okay? Now, as far as the application is concerned, you have to pay application fees. Most schools, they require between $20 to $100. That's usually the range, okay? And this is usually non-refundable, okay? So that's why also you're supposed to be well prepared. You need to know which schools that you're going to, okay? Shortlist a maximum of 3 schools, like I said, okay, so that you don't have to pay so much for all these application fees, right? Okay, shortlist the schools that you are very sure that these are the schools that you are going to, okay, because you're going to spend money on the application fees. Okay, now eligibility for undergraduate studies in the US, you have to have completed at least 12 years of elementary and secondary education. Okay, a lot of, if depending on which country that you come from, you must have most likely completed your high school, all right, before you do your undergrad here. Okay, so make sure that you're eligible. Okay, that's one of the requirements. Now, another thing is you have to submit your academic records. You will be required to submit the official high school transcripts, okay, the official final exams report card, okay, depending with what you do, what exams that you do in your country, that's what you're gonna need to submit, the official scores. Okay, and please note, if the transcripts are not in a language other than English, then they must be translated into English, okay, by the issuing authority. Okay, very, very important. All right. Now, a lot of schools, they're gonna ask you to send your academic transcripts in a sealed envelope. Okay, if you have to, please ask your school, okay, to send that in a sealed envelope. Okay, if they ask that, please ask your school to send that in a sealed envelope. Okay, otherwise, other schools, they'll just ask you to upload the transcripts into the online portal, so you just need to do that. But if you are required to submit the official one in a sealed envelope, then please make sure that you've done that. Okay, when you do the application at the school's portal, they're gonna have all the details of what you need to do as far as the application process is concerned. So just follow through. Okay. Now, as an undergrad, you're gonna be needed to do either of these exams or tests. One, you can do either TOEFL or IELTS, and this is for English language. Okay, I would advise you to take the TOEFL because it's very, very popular. Okay, I don't really know much about these tests. Okay, I don't even cover it in this program, so I'll just cover TOEFL, program. Okay, what you need to do about TOEFL. Okay, now you're gonna need also to sit for either SAT or ACT exam. All right. I said earlier, don't sit for both, just sit for one. Okay. But also remember, if the schools that you're going to, they don't require you to do any TOEFL. If you come from an English speaking country, then you don't really have to do the TOEFL exam. Okay. And a lot of schools, they're going to ask you to do the SAT or ACT, because that's how they're going to know whether you're good for undergraduate studies or not. Okay. So again, don't take both, just take one of the two. Okay. Now, you'll also be required to provide personal statements and essays. Personal statement is basically a statement of purpose, okay, saying why you want to study in that school and that program that you want to do, okay. I will talk more about personal statements, how you write them. Okay. I'll also talk about essays. Essays is basically where you can, write something about a certain topic. Okay. And a very engaging, write up. And also, I'll be talking more about essays and personal statements. Okay. And also, if you need any help, as far as writing personal statements and essays, you can always reach out to my team at support@successwithbobmwiti.com. Okay, and we can be able to provide you with all the information that you need as far as the personal statements and essays are concerned. Okay, all right. Now, another thing is letters of recommendation. Typically, schools, they ask for 2 letters, which may be from a teacher, a counselor, an employer, if you've been employed, or any other adult who knows you well. Okay. You need to avoid getting letters of recommendation from family members. Okay. All right. That's not advisable. Okay. Again, also, if you don't know, if you don't have anyone who can help you with the letters of recommendation, please reach out to my support team. Okay, and maybe we'll be able to provide you with that information. Okay, with that request. Okay. That's pretty much it. Okay. If you have any questions, again, just let me know. I know a lot of students, they usually have questions about, statement of purpose, how to write the essays. And if you have any of those, just let us know and we'll be able to help you out. Okay. Goodbye. And I'll see you in my next classes.